Now when it comes to composing, one tool that you might be interested in using is a 5-frame or a 10-frame. And then you can use manipulatives with that tool to help students understand what it means to compose to 5. That's a real common composing benchmark. And then later, what it means to compose to 10. That's another really important common composing benchmark. So in this example right here, where I have my 5-frame, you can see I already have 4 counters in there. And so maybe one of the activities you would encourage your students to do is to think about, well, how many more do we need to have to make 5? And so I could put that manipulative in there, or I could also draw it. I could just go ahead and draw 1 counter there. And here I'm showing that 4 plus 1 equals 5. Here I have a set of 10. It's already filled in, and I can see that 3 of those are blue and 7 are red. So there, 3 and 7, when I compose those, when I put them together, that makes 10. So maybe the question here is, if I know that 3 and 7 makes 10, what is another way that we can make 10? Well, let me think about that. I've got 2 different colored markers here, so let's see if we can make this happen here. Well, if I know that 3 plus 7 equals 10, then I know that 1, 2, it's going to be a little messy there, 3, 4. All right, so I have 4. And then I could think about, well, what do I add to 4 to make 10? Here I could use a different colored marker to draw circles here. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there I can see that 4 and 6 makes 10. And just as we did before, if you want to connect that to the abstract, I could go ahead and write that here as 4 plus 6 equals 10, just like that. So these 5-frame, this 5-frame and these 10 frames are really helpful for helping students understand all of the ways that we can compose to make either 5 or 10. So that brings us to activity 2. Here on this activity, you are going to use the 5-frame and the 10-frame and different drawings, or if you have manipulatives, that would be great. And really what I'd like you to do here is think through, how are you going to explain using these frames and your materials, and how are you going to use those to help students understand what it means to compose to 5 and what it means to compose to 10.